Alright, let me zoom out on this. This is the map I have of the Sawyer River Railroad area. This was where all the logging camps are. We actually found Livermore. We're on Sawyer River Road right now. This is a close-up on an expanded view of the town. And this is where it is. 302 is where that T intersection where the train is, and we drove down Sawyer River Road. Steve's right down there. There's one of the buildings. Check that out. I mean, a good portion of it is still standing over here. The river's on the other side of it. We're up on the main road. This is Sawyer River Road here. So part of the town, I guess, is up in there, and part of it is down there. We're gonna check for sure, but this is cool. I'll get you some close-ups in a minute. Check that out. We're out at the river here. Here's the river. Widens out here. There's one of the parts for the old train bridge, the support beams. There's one there, and there's another one. You know, there's some old scrap metal from it, and there's another one right over here. There's some porcelain coated metal over there, but here's one of the closer ones. So the original train came down this way. There you go. They had old cement and fieldstone with rods of metal in the middle of it to get it going. This is a good angle. You can see both of them in it. So this went across the river and on its way. Huh. That is so cool. Okay, actually guys, check out the map again. Now, right above me here, I actually think this was the powerhouse, which is right there on the map. Because it's shaped like that little wedge angle there. You can see from the brick foundation here, it does that same thing. It comes over and makes like an L shape like that. And on this one, it does have, I think that black spot might even be the chimney that's up there. And that would make this long thing with the pillar standing up on it, that would be the sawmill. Look at that. Well, that's funny. There's part of an old bed mattress or box spring. And you can see see if you can see in here, old junction boxes for electrical. They're all over here. I'm in another one of the buildings. This could be, yeah, there's a lot more junction boxes right there. All this. I'm not sure what that is. I mean, I know it's steel, obviously, but more parts of another box spring right here. The Saunders mansion actually burned to the ground, I think in 1947. And this might be what's left of it. You can see right there, there's part of a foundation too. This is a big building. If it is the mansion, I mean, the mansion was a big building in and of itself. Huh. Look at that, I found that too. Here's the old safe from the mansion. This was down in the basement of it at one time. Huh. That is really cool. A lot of people throwing their cans and crap in there, but I mean, look at the door on that thing. Look how ornate some of the edging is on it here. It's all cast iron. The dial's missing, and so's the handle. It would have had get the leaves off of that. here's one of the doors. Huh, look how ornate that is too. Here's the... Man, this thing was just standing up. Like I said, the mansion burned to the ground, but this is obviously still here. I don't know how they would have ever moved something like this. I mean, look how big it is. It's hard to tell, but a manhole cover or something. Could be part of the train. I don't know. Let's see. Probably a manhole cover. But clean off the writing. Huh, that's really cool too. More of a foundation over here. And it goes in a line down the hill there. And there's another one. I saw actually old pictures of the town when it was still in use, old black and white photos. And the buildings are pretty tight together. So here's more of a foundation I just saw right there. Huh, this is actually made out of like pewter or something, or lead, maybe lead, probably pewter. Huh. Maybe it was an old pot or something. On the map, where I think I'm at, is right around this area. That's pretty neat. This is near what I think is the houses in the general store. It was an old jug. They made the glass so thick back then. Everything was so nice, made to last. And where I'm at, where that is I think I'm right in this area. In between that and here. Actually, sorry, this was the Saunders house. My camera's fuzzy for some reason. I'm gonna try and wipe it off. Not much better. I actually think I'm right in here, because there's the what would be the general store and the engine depot. I think it's right in here that I just found that. I'm a little bit further west now, and there's here's some more of a different foundation of another one of those buildings. Comes right up to me here. It's actually this was probably someone's house. I mean, there's a piece of porcelain right there that someone had crafted. That's cool. I keep saying that, sorry guys. This place is just really neat though. I mean, a whole life went on here. When this place was working, there was actually marriages, and people died here from doing their job. Other people just of old age, they had generations here. And for it just to be not around anymore, or still here, but this is all that's left of it, that stuff amazes me. This goes back to what I was saying about the finding the dinner plate over there. I mean, I found a couple things actually, but one of the most obvious things you can tell what it is the top of an old boot. So one of the loggers was probably wearing this thing, hopping on the flatbed of the train and getting trucked out to use his hand saws to drop the lumber and bring it back to the sawmill. There's another one of those porcelain pots. Now this is interesting, because I don't know if that's human or not. It's a bone, obviously, but that could be a person's bone. Could be a deer bone too, but... And look at that. It was just sitting right over here. More porcelain. This is actually like terracotta, you know, like a pot. That kind of stuff. That's obviously an adult-sized boot.